Solar panels are not that efficient. The theoretical limit for crystalline silicon cells is just 33%, which means 33% of the power that hits the cells is actually turned into usable power. So why would anybody want these inefficient cells to power something like a car? Well, a new startup named Lightyear might have the answer. On June 25th of this year, the Lightyear ONE was unveiled, the company's first vehicle. But unlike other EVs, there is more than one way to charge it. You can use the traditional way and just plug in a cord from a charging station, or you can use the built-in solar panels on the car. Before we get into the specs or anything else, let's talk about charging over solar, because that's really the groundbreaking stuff here. Lightyear claims you can get up to 7.5 miles of charge per hour when sitting out in the sun, which doesn't sound like a lot compared to traditional charging methods, but think about how much time your car just spends sitting out in the sun. I know for me, it's a lot. On a typical workday, I commute about 15 miles to work. My car then sits in the sun for 10 plus hours, which means I could get up to 75 miles of range, and then I've got a 15-mile commute home. So on a typical work day, just during my commute, I could gain up to 45 miles of additional range. And that's just in a day. I've got a 4-day work week since I work 10 hours, but just in that typical work week, I could gain an additional 180 miles of range just over my commuting time. This is just an insane thing to think about. If you've got a relatively short commute like I do, you'd almost never have to charge. You could just use the built-in solar panels during your commute over the week, and you'd never have to worry about plugging your car in. Just switching to an EV alone, you never have to worry about going to a gas station again, but imagine never having to fuel your car up again at all. Even if you run out of charge, you can just pull over to the side of the road for a little bit and wait a couple minutes, and then your charge will be back up enough to get you to the next charger. No need to get towed or worry about anything like that. But obviously this isn't foolproof. People don't always have their car sitting out. It might be in the garage, and even when it is sitting out, the sun isn't always shining. But Lightyear has designed this car to provide about 40% of the mileage necessary for people living in the Netherlands, where this car is being designed. There, they're using an average of 12,400 miles per year, so this car would provide about 5,000 miles per year of driving. So how does Lightyear achieve all this? Well, their key is making up the efficiency in other ways, because the solar panels themselves are not crazy efficient. And you can definitely see this in the long sloping design of the car that helps with aerodynamic efficiency. So there are some solar panels on the front hood, but then also on the roof extending all the way to the back of the car. And unfortunately this eliminates the rear window, but Lightyear is planning on just adding a backup camera to function as your rear view mirror. In addition to the design, the car will also charge while driving, which won't allow you to drive forever unless you're driving very slowly, but it will extend the range a little bit. The car has a rated range of 450 miles according to the WLTP, but Lightyear claims you'll be able to hit over 500 miles under more ideal conditions. As for acceleration, it's a little lackluster at just 10 seconds for 0 to 60 time, but it's clear this car is not designed to be a high-performance supercar. It's designed to go very long distances. Unfortunately, it does come with a supercar price tag. Just to reserve the car, it costs about 119,000 euros, which is about 135,500 US dollars. So given the high initial price of this car, in addition to just the overall startup nature of Lightyear, it's clear that this car is just a proof of concept to show that cars can be powered by solar. So any money they make from selling this car is going to go right back into research and development of creating a better solar car that might be cheaper and more of a mass market vehicle. According to Lightyear, they're planning on delivering these vehicles in 2021, but for now, we're stuck with just plugging our EVs in. So if you want to check out some more information about the Lightyear ONE, I'll have their website linked down below. As always, if you enjoyed this video, definitely hit that like button and make sure you're subscribed so you catch any of my new videos. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next one.